Hey guys, we are back in Hudson, Florida again. We are over here at the Banter Chevrolet, and John called us and said, come on up, I got a whole bunch of new stuff you got to see. They just bought an old yard out, brought the cars here, including a big giant bus and a police car. And yes, that is a real police car. So come on up, we'll see what they have. We'll talk to John, and it's a beautiful day. What else you got to do? Talk to you later. See you in a bit. So welcome to another episode of Junkyards and Barn Finds with Sean, and I'm Sean. Let's go in and see. GMC Coach PD 4104. So this was somebody's camper, I guess. Someone lived in it. It kind of smells like an old apartment, honestly. Still has food, couch, stereo system, whole bunch of CDs. Looks like a bedroom in the back. There's the key, all the keys and stuff. It's got, heck, it's even got a phone. Is that a phone? I don't know what that is. Looks like somebody's phone, maybe. I don't know. All kinds of stuff in here. Chairs, helmet, all kinds of stuff. So not gonna really walk through, but tools all over the place. So I don't know if he must have bought this at auction. Here he comes. Let me go ask. Ugh. Did you get this at an auction?
They abandoned it about 3 or 4 streets over.
Okay.
It's a 1956 GMC, all aluminum. We tried to scrap it at the scrapyard. They don't want it. You got to tear it all apart.
You got to cut it apart.
And so we.
So it's still got tools and
yeah,
I think a phone's still in it.
Generators, all kinds of stuff. In there. Water heater. And I took the wires. There's no ignition to touch the wires. The diesel started right up, aired up the brakes. We drove it over here.
Really?
It runs fine.
So it drives fine. It's just
fine.
somebody has to go in and clean it all out.
Well, I gotta apply for a title and all that.
Right,
bullshit,
right.
But
if this is something somebody wants to do, is it a for sale thing?
One guy was supposed to come up from Marathon, and he was gonna look at it. He was gonna put brand new tires on it. It's got brand new generators in it. You know, big. Well, still got somebody's stuff still.
That's what I said. I saw tools. I think there's a cell phone still in there.
I don't know if they
did something happen to them? Did they just pass away?
We're trying to find out. But we had to tow it off the property.
Yeah, look at that.
We had to tow it off the property. My friend's got a deuce and a half. We towed it off the property and we got it out in the street and then we fired it up.
And it worked.
Perfect. That Detroit diesel fired up, don't smoke and nothing.
Well, there ain't no whole lot of electronics from back in the day.
No.
I mean, diesels are diesels.
I don't know what we're gonna do. I try to advertise it, but.
Well, if somebody is interested, they have your phone number is down there. They should reach out to you.
Yeah.
And now, was this limousine here, this Chrysler, was that there before, or is that one of the other ones? Because I saw some Mustangs too that showed up.
All these pieces here are new.
Okay.
And that knee knocker pickup truck and that guy. I wasn't going to bring that home, but we had 38 pieces, and the guy said, "Take whatever you want."
Okay. Was the two Mustangs? I saw two Mustangs
back
there.
I got a bunch of guys coming back for glass for that.
Okay.
And chrome. But there's a guy looking for the hood chrome on that Oldsmobile.
Okay.
And I said, hell, this thing was
It was. I opened it up. It was a limousine.
A limousine.
It was, because it's got the jump seat in it, and it's got floors.
Yeah.
So
the chrome is what I'm after.
Right.
And I'll bundle it all up, take the glass, and you know somebody must be doing it.
Yeah.
And that's an awesome.
Well, we'll go over here and check this out. You said over here you had the that 57, the 4-door. I thought that was going to be shipped last time.
Yeah, they wanted
overseas, right? Wasn't it going?
No, they're going to go to Jersey. They're making 2 doors out of 4.
Yeah, you were saying last time.
He found a front end and a rear end that's 5-lug instead of 6-lug for that 49 Ford there.
Oh, okay.
So we got a couple guys interested, and then this one here is going to the junkyard. I'm going to save the seat and stuff out of it.
Right.
Yeah, this old girl's got the motor and everything in it. And
what's that, flathead?
no, it's an overhead valve.
Overhead valve 8?
Yeah,
Wait, 6.
Yeah. And it's got the trannies in it and everything's in it.
Wow.
Somebody wanted to make a rat rod out of it, I guess. We could do something with it.
Yeah. Where'd these all come from?
Same place.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
That one's.
That did open. Yeah,
Oh, there you go.
But
okay. But it's got some really neat parts in the dash parts and stuff like that.
And even that seat, it folds forward half of it, and that's hard to find. The
because of the
bench,
yeah.
so
Everybody pulls them out of the 4 doors.
Yeah.
But this has the mechanisms on it, so.
They can rebuild them. They rebuild them.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
And everything's getting harder to find.
Oh, I tell you.
And again, you still have all this stuff too. The bumpers you got from that one guy, what, a year ago or 2?
No, those were all up back.
Okay.
We took them up to Webster, and was going to sell them to the bumper guy.
Right, and then.
But he's not dealing with them. We hit probably 100 cores. I was going to letter it up on the side with my shop name on it.
Right.
Pull my Howlers around with it when I go someplace. I got the hood, the fenders, and all the pieces to it. But
So it's complete. It's just a project waiting to be done, or is that something maybe if somebody wanted?
you got the barn doors on the back, and
Are you keeping that, or if
No,
somebody
it's for
wants
sale.
it? So somebody wants it.
Yeah, everything's for sale.
So guys, yeah, anything you see here, if whether it's a project that's been done or not done, reach out if it's something you're interested in, because you never know.
Somebody out there is looking for the chrome. For this.
Look at that, it's even got the Coupe de Ville.
This thing rusted right up, and when you open the door, this opens up.
Oh, okay.
And it opens it by the door opening, so...
It even has the Coupe de Ville
yeah, I mean...
stuff, and then...
You know...
Oh, I don't want to bend that fender.
It did open. See this...
I'll let you open stuff and bend things.
Dash pots and stuff like that, I don't know.
You never know. There's going to be somebody out there that needs like that, you know, the thing for the steer, or wants an original steering wheel or something.
Sometimes people, they'll graft that whole dash into it. I had a thought of cutting it off. It was more complete cutting it off, and then they make a couch there.
Oh yeah. I've seen those
for a man cave, you know. But,
right.
But
and this has a lot of the grill.
Yeah.
Grill's not broken or bent or anything.
This one on the hood.
So if you guys are looking for stuff, and you could ship it anywhere.
Oh sure.
And we've gone through before. These sheds have you have the glass. You have a ton of glass, a ton of doors, chrome.
My friends got a deuce and a half, and 2 weekends ago they had a moratorium for tires. I had over 1,300 tires over there. Remember?
Yeah.
And I took them all to the dump.
Oh wow.
And I got rid of those. But this here...
This is something that wasn't here before.
Yeah, a guy coming back for all this glass. He wants a glass. It's got a new hood and a new fender, aftermarket, but it's still... And the motor turns over. I think she'll run. It's still got the black paint on the inside of the hood. And somebody never finished it. They went and put quarter panels on it. And got quarter panels on both sides.
So the quarters are good.
Yeah, I was going to cut that back off.
So if somebody needs quarters.
But this guy's coming back. He needs the glass, and I got it. So...
And I don't think it's a bad roof.
Well, he wanted the chrome that was inside here.
Okay.
So he already took that off.
Oh, and you got the chrome for the back lights and everything in there.
2 or 3 different sets of lights in there.
So
somebody started it and never finished it. But,
all kinds of parts in this thing. All
kinds
of
trunk
chrome.
lid can be sandblasted and
thing looks like it's been on every single Mustang ever built by the color of it.
Yeah, been around.
So, and then the other Mustang, was that here before?
No, it's another one we dragged in. Trying to fit them in here so they're not in the way, but... Got some 10 bolts, positive rears out of Chevelles,
and you had a lot of like the 68 to 70 Chevy truck parts. I know you had some grills and stuff I saw.
Yeah, we found a lot of stuff in the shed there that we didn't know we had.
Because there was a lot more stuff. Yeah, I remember all the tires.
Tires. There's like 1,300 tires in here. We got rid of them.
And you've got all kinds of rims, even to the aluminum slots and stuff. You have a lot of stuff that would be like period correct for the 70s and 80s.
Bills and all kinds of it. Tried to save most of it. This one, they took the whole dash out of it and grafted it into another one.
Oh, okay.
Enormous amount of work. That's where they rust out. It catches all the dirt and crap in there, and then you got somebody to restore that Mustang. They really was serious.
So this was a donor parts car.
Yeah, at one time. And we've got some people in New Hampshire that want the belly pan.
Right.
Some of these are kind of bad, but it's all there except for putting new floors in it. But then they put another whole Mustang right on top of it.
Yeah. It's crazy. And does it still have its fender tag on it?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. So that could actually be titled. Now what is that? That must have been to a tractor, a farm tractor.
My lawnmower was a joke, you know. But I got a guy say he's coming back for that. He's gonna put it on his lawnmower.
There's a couple people I know that race those things, and they love those things. So, and then you got fan shrouds. You've got the whole front clip of a frame right there.
The front ends, because we can graft them right onto a pickup truck. So we got a lot of good fenders, and some of them fenders are bringing $700 a piece.
Yeah.
For mint ones, you know.
And then I know you had a bunch of fenders and truck parts lined up over there before.
See, a lot of the bumpers that are up front came from back here. I cleaned them up, get the moss off them and the mildew and whatever.
Okay, I was gonna say I know that. I remember this El Camino because that's what, a 64.
59.
That's a 59. Oh, okay.
We got the frame for it. That one there, we sold the motor out of it, so that not sure what we're gonna do. We got hit in the front.
And then you have chrome parts, and and if I remember, you had a whole bunch of glass. Is it still laid?
Oh, yeah.
So you guys have. If you're looking for original glass, oh, okay, this thing got whaled.
Yeah, but it still can be straightened. It's just the front section, you know.
But you've got, I remember, truck fenders over here. A lot of pickup truck stuff.
Inner fender wells and grills and stuff.
Yeah.
But you probably save seats and stuff. These seats fit everything, you know.
Oh yeah.
You want to get in a 4-door car, you need that seat to get in the back seat. So. There's a lot of Nova stuff.
A lot of trim.
A lot of corner windows. I tried to separate them even more, but it.
Until somebody wants.
T-tops. I mean.
Oh wow, yeah. This is, what are these, like Chevy Trans Am or Ford?
Yeah.
So like, so this is all the '80s stuff that when they came.
Nova fenders and stuff like that. I found a 283 back there with a 2-speed power glide in it.
Oh nice.
Somebody wants a correct transmission.
And then you have all this original glass.
Yeah.
And
get it set back up again so it don't get broken. But.
And then a ton of bumpers. Yeah. I mean, you can see over there, that's literally a 67 Chevy Impala over there, 67, 68.
Some can be painted, but some of them are really bad.
But if you don't have one, and you need one, and what's this, a Falcon?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's a 65, 66, something like that.
And then all these buses, you have, again, all this kind of parts.
Oh yeah, it's loaded inside.
And you really, guys, if you're looking for parts, you need to call and talk to John, because you have an idea of what's in here.
It's the most fun you can have with your clothes on, you know.
I mean, you can come and check this stuff out, and like, let's look in here. We'll tell you. I mean, right there, Impala. You've got you've got, what's that? Probably from a 68. Like 60s, definitely. I mean, you got so much trim pieces, air conditioning, dashboard stuff, taillights, headlights.
The guy spent 50 years of his life even labeling all the shells, what it is.
So to tell the story again is you raced cars up in New Hampshire and were in a car business, and then somebody had this.
Well, I had another shop over on the other side of town for like 40 years, and I knew Harold quite a bit here, and I never thought I'd ever be able to buy a junkyard. There's none around. What?
And this was a dealership at one time, right? Like
No,
way.
mostly they called it Banter Chevrolet because he had a lot of Chevrolet
Oh, okay.
cars.
So it was Banter Chevy
Yeah.
for
Salvage,
decades, right?
Salvage, yeah, for about 45, 50 years. And he sold it and repoed it, and then I walked in, and we got the whole thing lock, stock, and barrel for $2.25. I said, I'll take it.
He repoed
He sold
a salvage. He sold it and then had to repo a salvage
He
yard.
sold it for $600. The guy bellied up after 12 years, and then he was headed for sale for $400. And I said, well, that's a little rich for me.
Right.
And he said, no, I want you to build it back up again, make it partly Banter again, and
so that's what you're
and he
doing.
said $2.25. I couldn't resist, so it had that building, everything was here.
Yeah.
And
I mean, and you guys build some awesome cars in there.
we're trying to.
We've gone in there and seen some really cool
I
stuff.
can't do it at a regular garage, repair garage. You can't have anything. You can't even have a hubcap that don't go to something you're working on.
Right.
They expect you to have a salvage license. Well, who can afford that? And they're not
Right.
issuing them anymore. So what's
Right.
in the United States now is it. And this was the oldest and the only auto salvage yard in Florida, the only one.
So this is the oldest one, and because you have it, you can get titles for things.
Yeah.
Which is one of the things which a lot of people can't, and they don't know you can't.
Yeah,
So
you can apply for them.
So you can get so somebody comes in and they buy stuff here. If they buy like that old Falcon, or they buy one of these cars down
It's got
here.
a 283 with a 4-speed in it from the factory. We got all the doors and everything for it.
And that's a 2-door.
Yeah.
So you buy this car, you can get it titled.
Yeah.
So same with this Citation convertible. What is that, a Z24? Yeah. Yeah, the original Z24.
See, a lot of guys wants these chrome and pieces off this, and I'll bone this all out and then scrap the rest. But I just couldn't take it to the salvage yard without saving something off it.
Right, right.
And,
yeah, it's kind of like going into a pet store and you see that one puppy and you're like, I got to take it home.
Yeah.
You know, he may not live more than a year, but I'll take him home, give him a good home for a while.
I wouldn't have any of this if I hadn't had a lot of good friends helping me, because it's an enormous amount of work.
Yeah, and guys, when you come here, it is like, it's a big place, and it's kind of intimidating when you walk in at first, but I've been here 3 different times now, and you kind of get the run, you kind of get an idea. It doesn't look, when you first walk in, you're like, nobody can find anything. But then when you get here and you walk around for a bit, there is order in the chaos. There's definitely an order in the chaos. So, and this is really, you're about 20 minutes from I-75.
Yeah.
So it's not like you're out in the middle of nowhere.
I gotta fire that thing up again pretty soon.
That's, or the Studebaker?
It's got a 283 from the factory. They bought Chevy motors and put them in a Studebaker. It's got a 2-speed power glide and a 2-speed rear end.
Oh yeah, that's right. You told me this.
And Gary drove it down here from New Hampshire, my half brother, I call him, and he said it would do 110. Not with me in it.
Yeah, you said that. I've never heard of a 2-speed rear, and it has 2-speed rear end.
Power glide and a Chevy motor right from the factory.
So then that's actually 2 squared, not 2 times 2. Well, 2 squared is 2 times 2, so it's still 4 different gear ratios.
Yeah,
but yeah, that is definitely cool.
And see, these 2 here, I was going to scrap them, but they used the motor number for the serial number, 52s and stuff like that.
Right.
64. I didn't know that. I was finding that out because I was trying to find the title for them. A couple of guys were interested in making rat rods out of those, so I'm not going to scrap those just yet.
What's this red truck over here?
That's another Chevy, probably I think it's a 65 or 66. It's called a knee knocker because it has that part of the windshield coming in like that.
Oh, okay.
And when you get in, if you ain't careful, you bump your knee on it. So
Oh, gotcha.
It's just an old thing. But it's got possibilities. We got doors and stuff to fix it. And we'd like to put it back together.
And then tell me the police car thing here. Is that a real police car?
It is. The Brooksville Police Department wanted the guy to restore this and give it to him. And I wound up buying it. I said, no, I ain't doing that. I'll restore it for them if they're serious, but I can't give it to them.
Right.
But it came out of Brooksville, Florida.
Which is the other coast?
No, it's just up the road about an hour.
Brooksville. Oh, okay, above Tampa, right? Okay.
And,
so. And where'd they find this, or was this just something?
It was a guy that had a body shop up in 41 and 50, It was called Hot Wheels Auto Body.
Okay.
And he had these 5 acres out in the back of his house, and he sold the house, and he had to get rid of all this stuff. So we wound up going up with a friend of mine, Kenny Cole's Auto Salvage, and he took the rest of them. And these are the ones that I fell in love with. So.
Well, there you go.
It's just very interesting. Somebody did a lot of work on that, put a different subframe.
That's what, I was looking at that. It looks like it's shortened in the back. Is it shortened or something? It has a weird look to it.
They filled the wheel wells in and put a different. The whole frame is different, but I don't know what I'm going to do with that thing yet. But.
And then I think when we were here last year, you were working on the
62.
restoring that.
Pickup truck?
No, what was the big?
Oh, that's a
the
62,
big sedan.
Yeah, 62 4-door.
The big sedan, like the third. No, there was a what was it, a 29 or a 1911?
Oh, I still got it. The 27 Willys.
The Willys, yeah, the Willys, but it's not a Jeep. It's the Willys, like town car.
It had 3 names: Willys Overland Night, and then it has a 6-cylinder motor in it with no cam and no valves, and it has 2 connecting rods to the crank in it, and the cylinders and the pistons go up and down, oppose each other, and it goes by ports like a motorcycle.
Oh, and
it's a 4-cycle engine.
And you had a C10, if I remember, in there you were working on.
I got the
and
frame
then
done.
I think there was an Impala, like a 63, that you were making into a one that could go up and down.
Yeah, oh yeah, got the whole frame in it. And
okay.
4 airbags.
Yeah, you were I think you had just gotten the airbags or just painted the frame when we were here last time.
I stuffed a small block Chevy in it, and I have a Ben Pearson pipe bending machine, so I'm going to make zoomings coming off underneath it with small baffles in each pipe. And it won't be any louder than a Corvette, really.
So.
And
of course you have your one race car that's halfway done.
57 and.
That was a Camaro, I think.
Yeah, 68. Yeah.
So. And this is your crew.
Well, this is a custom mine.
Oh.
That's call my brother Greg and little Joe. Without these guys, I couldn't do it. You know.
And you had your motorcycle in there
I have
last
to feed
time.
them too. It's not bad.
I'll tell you what, you're probably better off just paying them and putting retirement in.
Thank God.
And I'm talking from experience.
Joe don't eat steak. He just eats Chinese food, so that's good.
I love it.
Yeah.
So, well, John, man, it was awesome. Thank you for bringing us up.
Yeah, I got some. This one here is coming, but it's not done yet. But it's getting there. We just turned it around and pressure washed and framed and everything. And now we're gonna detail the front exactly like the back.
And what is this going to become?
This is an '86 Chevy square nose, and he wanted the rear end, everything's all like glass. We reversed the shackles. I mean the spring mounts here. They were on top, now they're on the bottom to lower it. He wanted to lower it and put spindles in the front. So we lowered it about 6 inches, and then.
And this is the thing you guys will do too. So you have a shop here. Yeah. So if you come here and you're like, hey, I want to do this and I need a part, there's also, they have a full shop here.
Yeah.
And this Camaro, is this a customer's or is that yours?
No, that's mine. That's my baby. The only reason I sold the 68 is because I had a 69, and this is more rare than a 68.
So is that 68 sold, the one that's out there?
The little guy, Joe, is a friend of mine. He bought that, and then, but I'm going to build this one up. It's already pro streeted, and I got brand new quarters, roll cage and everything. These go with that 34 Chevy out back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like them things there.
Yeah, just a little bit, still small. Now, were these, I remember you had a dually truck that you had pulled the duals off and
I got a flat.
Okay, so that's what this is.
Yeah, I had to pull it off, and then I took it to a tire place to have a nail taken out, right here.
Okay.
And they went to put it in the tire changer, and it punched a hole right through the side.
Oh, jeez.
Right,
what, through the side of the tire?
Yeah, it went right through the side, right here.
Wow. See, I guess you got to get Hosier to put them on then next time.
So I ordered another one. This was $400 when I put it on 2 years ago, and now they're $543.
Guess best thing, go to a racetrack, have Hosier put them on for you.
I don't run the race car anymore. It's just too expensive. But
and then that over there is that's the Willys we were talking about.
Willys Overland.
And you said it's really, really rare. Yeah, those things are rare.
Well, Jay Leno wants it, but he wants me to.
Oh, that's right. He wanted to give you the donation or something for his nonprofit. So. Yeah. And what are those Willys fenders up there?
Yep, they are, and they'll fit a 40 Ford. They're the same thing.
Okay.
The fenders, hood, and the running boards. I get the whole nose. But I got a 40 Ford out there, steel body, and I also in the shed I got all the fenders, steel fenders for it. So I think I'm gonna go back to steel.
Okay.
I think they look prettier.
But yeah, and then if you just look, like on the shop, you guys got all kinds of stuff that's just
Yeah.
cool. And he's got his motorcycle, which if you want to see the motorcycle and you want to see some of the other stuff, go and check out the other videos when we were here the other day.
You got it. We're gonna take this to Leadfoot
Oh, okay.
tomorrow, Sunday, and we used to go to Webster. But,
Oh, a nice Ninja too.
yeah,
What's that, like a 91?
Yeah, it's an old one. But
That's what kind that we had when we were kids back in the 80s, I think.
It's pretty fast. I'm storing it for him, but we got this running. It's a 250 Honda. I'm gonna sell that for close to 2,500 as I can get. This one here is brand new. It's only got like 20 miles on it. A guy in our nursing home bought it, and for $3,000. And
Wait, you're selling this for 2,500, or
Yeah.
did you, that's what you? Not 25,000.
no, 2,500.
25. Does it run?
It runs beautiful. Yeah. I got
Wow.
extra carburetors and a lot of extra pieces to it. Now that set of exhaust is louder, or quieter.
Wow.
But it's only a 250.
Hold on, Tim. My brother Tim has
Yeah?
some motorcycles. You might get a May birthday present. We'll see.
Wow.
I have to talk to John. Except I don't know if my brother can drive a chopper like that, but it's a nice looking bike. Very
This is
cool.
all electric. It was $3,000, and I got this for sale for 14.
Wow.
Yeah, guy, he just wanted to sell it. It's just too much for him. He's an old guy, and they were drove around inside the nursing home instead of a wheelchair, but it's
Right.
just too much. But
Now is this the one that was in there before? That's not the one that's in
no,
there,
it's another one in there.
because you have the one in here you were building before.
no, all the
This is the hood for the Camaro, right?
it used to be on this one here.
That's what I'm saying. This used to be that was the hood for that.
And
Oh,
come on.
oh the ballasts are bad.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if you guys want, oh here it is.
But all these parts here, I've all painted up. It's going to that truck there.
This is
Yeah.
for the square body that you're
Yeah.
working on.
My
Okay.
customer was in here looking at, just as I put it in, he said, "Oh, can I touch that? Is it wet?" I said, "No, it's just the way I paint them."
It's just they just look that good. And then this was the bike that we saw last time
Yeah.
with the belt drive.
Yeah, I love this thing. But
Now have you ridden this?
oh yeah, I got 5 of them. I just caught my pant leg in the.
Now does this have a solid axle in the back? Lose everything.
We restore everything. Restore everything, paint it just the way the customer wants it.
So did you build this or did you restore it? Like
We built most of it.
Okay.
Bought parts for it and put it together.
and like you so there is no suspension for the back of
No,
this?
it's a hardtail.
So it's hard.
But
And
it
you
only goes up and down so far. I mean, it's got the big fat tire in the back.
Right.
And you only run 12 pounds of air, so it's pretty. Got the new tire there for it to go on later. So.
well, it looks like you guys stay pretty busy.
Oh yeah, 7 days a week we're here. This is the other bike here. It's
I don't think this was here last time.
yeah, it's
Was it?
It's a 107-inch.
Did you paint the tank?
Yeah.
So, because if you look at this tank, it's got the paint under clear, right?
Yeah.
Like this green, because at first you don't see it, but when you get up,
Yeah.
there's a really nice sparkle green flame and
Yeah.
gear under it on black. So you don't really see it until you see the light hit it.
Yeah, this is a 107-inch one. And,
Now, are these built for you, or just like, are you just building them because you just
I
like?
built it for myself.
Okay.
I got 2 pan heads, and I stupidly sold one of my knuckleheads, and I've kicking myself ever since.
So you just build these. These are your fun. These are the fun
Yeah,
things.
even if you don't ride it, you can come over and kick it. Yep, I got one.
There you go.
No, that counts.
Yep. Sometimes you just got to look and go, yeah, that's mine.
But, yeah, we get this one here done. Get it out of here pretty quick.
Well, that's really cool.
But, this hood that goes to that.
Is that wet? Because I could still smell the paint. No.
It's been dry for about a
Oh,
week
wow.
or so.
Yeah, it looks wet,
Yeah.
but pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then this is the bed for it.
Yeah, and he wants every single dent taken out of the bed. I've been weeks working on that thing by hand.
So is this going to be a show truck? Is that what he's...
I guess that's what he's going to do with it.
Because it would suck if you did all that and then he like moved cinder blocks with it.
He's got a motorcycle, something like that green one, but a Hayabusa, the big one.
Okay.
And he's already dumped it 4 times. That's the one I did the gold leaf on the...
Yep.
Well, he's dumped that one 4 times.
Oh, so now he's going to a pickup truck.
Well, I said, I think pickup would be a better idea.
Something with 4 wheels.
Something is an omen, trying to tell you something. But
so, and then...
I'm going to do this old school with lace on the roof and the hood and the trunk, and then a piece down the side, and they'll be all candy.
Yeah, because the last time you had the frame was out and you guys were working on it and everything else.
We got the small block in it. We're going to put these Corvette headers on it, and then have the zoomies coming out from underneath of it. And I take and make a baffle that you can just turn.
Right.
All 8 of the zoomies, and it sounds just as quiet as a Corvette with side pipes.
And
down here we don't have no inspections, so we can run
right. You can run whenever you want in Florida.
And we fire this baby up with zoomies on it. You know, it'd be just a stock motor, but somebody can take it out and put whatever they want in it. But,
right.
But
and this is just one of your projects that you're building
we bought it and
just to sell. You're building to build it and then put it up for sale.
This guy from Orlando, I guess, just fell in love with it, and he's been hounding us to hurry up and get it done. But we got to finish some other stuff here.
You got to do stuff that's paying for the rest of this stuff.
Yeah, I only put more money in this thing.
Yeah. And I love the little go-kart too, so that's fun.
Yeah, it was alcohol, and we switched it back to gas. It still does 90 miles an hour. But
now, is that one that would normally have like a plastic body around it, right?
you could do it, but they run these down the road here. When you came in 52, there's a track down there.
Yeah.
And it's a dirt track, but I just put some different wheels on it.
In fact, folks, if you think your 3-year-old now needs to be a NASCAR driver, this is where they start. You start them about 4 or 5 years old, and hopefully by the time they're 24, they're driving NASCAR and making millions of dollars.
We had to make a heavier frame for it. The frame that we had was just a tubular frame, but it wasn't really strong enough, so we made a box tubing frame out of it, and it handles pretty good.
Cool. So fun stuff.
Yeah.
All right, John. Well, dude, it was so... Keep me informed.
Yeah.
We love coming up here because there's cool stuff. And like I said, we're trying to keep you guys, because if you guys call John and John buys stuff, then we have more stuff to come up.
Since you came up last time, we had one person from Peru and another guy from South America. There's 2 people from South America come up, buy 52 Chevy pickup parts. They can't get them down there. They get Audi parts, but they can't get old Chevy parts. So we had vent windows and dash parts, and they were so happy.
Oh, awesome.
They made a vacation out of it. And
there you go. Yeah, because you're seriously, I drove up from Fort Myers. You're close to I-4, so if somebody, here's the thing, what you do is you tell the wife and kids you need to go to Disney.
Yeah.
And then you say you don't feel good that day. They go to the park. You jump in, you're about 65, 70 miles away, so maybe an hour, maybe a little bit more. Come over here, get what your parts you need. You'll probably spend less money here than you will at Disney.
Yeah.
Or about the same.
Maybe.
Or at least you'll have stuff worth better than the plastic Disney ears.
But, you know,
How millionaires live.
whatever you can build out of what we have, put a smile on your face, you can't chisel off, you know?
Yeah. So there you go, guys.
I'd rather have an old car than a new one, but...
All right, guys, so you've seen this place now, and it's in Hudson, Florida, which is outside of Port Richey, I guess it is. So if you need any parts or anything, come on up. If you like this video, please hit subscribe, hit like, put any comments down. I'll put the information down, but definitely very cool. I love coming here. We'll come up next time. So thanks again, and we'll see you next time. Bye. April, should they subscribe to this channel even if they don't like cars today for this one?
Probably just for this one.